The nation's largest association of realtors is about to change the way Americans buy and sell homes. The National Association of Realtors has agreed to pay $418 million to settle lawsuits over realtor commissions. In the past, the seller's realtor splits the set commission with the buyer's agent, but this new rule will allow home buyers to negotiate their own agent's fees, and that, we'll see, could drive down commission rates. And Tony Matar is the founder of Chicago Crib Team at Compass. He joins us now live to discuss the settlement and what it means for home purchases moving forward. Glad to have you with us, Tony. I want to get into the specifics of what this is, but first, give me your reflections on how seismic this was when you learned about it for your industry.
Yeah, thanks, Ray. I mean, there's been a lot of news leading up to today and today's announcement by the National Association of Realtors that they were going to pivot quite drastically from what they had explained that they were going to do, which was appeal the ruling that came down in the fall. But today they announced that they were going to actually settle this, which, again, like I mentioned before, is a huge pivot from what we were all expecting. So it's been a little bit shocking today. But I think what's been most shocking to me today has been reading all of the news coverage across platforms such as the New York Times and CNN that's just been flat out factually incorrect. It's been really shocking to me today to see things like in CNN where they said in an article that I read today that the National Association of Realtors mandated previously a 6% commission, which is just the furthest from the truth. Commissions have always been and will continue to be negotiable moving forward.
Well, the National Association, I guess, said they did not admit any wrongdoing here in the settlement here, but this was an antitrust case, right? So tell us now how this is going to change the process and what are the implications that you see moving forward for home buyers, for home sellers?
Yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of differences in the way that we do business moving forward and some similarities. So, for the past 100 years, realtors have been providing tremendous value to both home buyers and home sellers. And I don't think anything about that's going to change moving forward. However, there's several stipulations in this settlement case that are going to change some of the ways that we do business. Some that I think are great for consumers, especially home buyers, and some that I think are actually going to hinder transparency for home buyers. So there's going to be a removal of any mention of cooperative compensation from all MLS systems nationwide if this settlement gets approved judicially. And so what that's going to do is just obscure, transparency for home buyers in terms of knowing what's being offered by a seller, because it doesn't eliminate the ability for a seller to offer a cooperating commission for a buyer's agent. It's just going to change how it's offered. You're going to have more conversations offline. So us as realtors who are out there every day doing the work, we're going to have some additional checkboxes on our daily checklist in terms of having these conversations as we're getting ready to show people homes.
But for everybody who's maybe in the market to buy a home, and for those who are thinking about putting their home on the market, I think what they're really wanting to hang their hat on is this. Is this going to make houses less expensive, which is good for the buyer, maybe not as good for the seller? What's going to happen on that front?
I wish I had a crystal ball. Unfortunately, I don't. It's going to be interesting to see how this all pans out. I think it's going to be a very hard pill to swallow for a seller to want to sell their home for less than the person that just sold and paid a 5% commission or a 6% commission or whatever they ended up paying. And there's always been options available to sellers in terms of working with low-cost brokerages, selling their homes for sale by owner. So it'll be interesting to see how the economics of this all works out. What I will say is that, we've already seen post the ruling that came down in the fall, people going back to basics, signing representation agreements with their buyers, which is what, top agents in every market have always been doing, and really making sure that they're having these conversations up front with both their buyers and their sellers about commission and being as transparent as possible. There's nothing that we're trying to hide in our industry. And ultimately, it feels like this is a bit of a shakedown from a lawyer that saw an opportunity to get a payday by shaking down an industry that's quite large.
And it still has to be approved, so we'll watch and see where all this goes. Tony Matar with the Chicago Crib Team at Compass. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Thank you, Ray.
All right, see you later.